All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we're jumping into this really fascinating ancient text. It's basically a giant list of wishes. And I mean every kind of wish, from the totally normal stuff we all want to things that sound, well, completely impossible. But here's the kicker, the real hook. For every single one of those wishes, the text gives the exact same answer.
So that leads us to this huge question, right? What if one single path, just one, could fulfill every wish? I mean, everything you could possibly want. It sounds a little too good to be true, doesn't it? So to really get a sense of just how wild this promise is, let's actually look at the wish list.
Okay, so the list kicks off with something super relatable, something we all get. It's the simple wish to be liked and respected by your peers, by the people you look up to. You know, that basic human need for connection, for approval. Pretty straightforward, right?
But then, almost right away, the text just throws a total curveball. We go from wanting your friends to like you to wanting to walk on water, like as if it were solid ground. That's not just a little step up, that is a giant leap into the miraculous. You can already see the scope here is just wild.
And it doesn't even stop there. The next wish on the list, to be able to remember your past lives. And not just vaguely, but in detail. Who you were, where you lived, how you died, over and over again through countless eons. So think about it. We've got social desires, supernatural powers, and now this incredibly deep, esoteric knowledge. So the question becomes, what one path could possibly tie all of this together?
And that really is the core puzzle of this text. You've got this unbelievable wish list, and for every single item on it, the answer given is the exact same instruction, repeated word for word. This isn't an accident. It's a really deliberate and powerful way of teaching. So what is it? What is this foundational path? What's the one single answer that's supposed to work for this, frankly, impossible list of wishes? Well, here it is. This is the core instruction.
Okay, so here we go. It's a 5-step instruction. First, fulfill your precepts. Basically, live an ethical life. Second, commit to inner serenity of the heart. Calm your mind. Third, do not neglect absorption. We'll get to that one. Fourth, be endowed with discernment, or cultivate wisdom. And fifth, frequent empty huts, which means seek solitude for practice. This right here is the foundation, and you're going to want to remember these 5 points because, trust me, you are going to see them again and again.
Now that third point, absorption, is super important. So let's just quickly define what that means. The word is samadhi, and it's talking about a state of really deep meditative focus. It's where your mind gets so locked in on one thing that it becomes totally still and unified. It's a state of incredible peace, but also incredible power. And it's a key ingredient in this whole recipe for everything.
All right, so let's see how this foundation actually gets applied. We're going to climb this kind of ladder of wishes, starting at the bottom with the most practical, relatable stuff. The things that make up a good, solid life.
Just look at how grounded these first wishes are. Being liked and respected, getting the things you need like food and a place to stay, making sure the help you give to others is actually, helpful, and even being a positive memory for relatives after they've passed away. These are all wishes for a life of dignity, of stability. So, what's the secret sauce? What's the path?
And the path to get all of that? Yep, it's the exact same one we just learned. Fulfill your precepts, commit to inner serenity, don't neglect absorption. You see where this is going. The answer every time is to focus on that foundation. Okay, let's climb to the next rung on the ladder and see how this thing builds. Now we're moving from the outside world, relationships, material things, to the inside world, the world of your own mind. This is all about psychological mastery. So this level is all about inner freedom. The wish to not be controlled by your desires or your discontent. The wish to completely conquer fear and dread. And then to go even deeper, to actually reach these amazing, blissful states of meditation, these peaceful liberations. We're talking about the desire for a mind that is just completely unshakable. And the path to get there? To conquer all that fear and find that deep bliss, you guessed it. It is the exact same one. You can kind of feel the rhythm the text is building now, can't you? The message is getting crystal clear. Whether you want a good life or a strong mind,
The work is the same. Build the foundation. Okay, buckle up. We are now at the top of the ladder, and this is where the wishes go from just impressive to, well, seemingly impossible. We are now entering the realm of transcendent, what you might call psychic powers.
I mean, just look at this list. Wielding multiple kinds of psychic powers, hearing sounds that are both human and heavenly, understanding what's going on in the minds of other people, remembering all your countless past lives, seeing exactly how karma works and how beings are reborn, and then, the ultimate one, attaining full enlightenment. This is literally the stuff of myths and legends.
And the text gets super specific here. It says you could wish to go right through a wall or a fortress or even a mountain, just as if you were walking through empty space. It's just this incredible image of total, absolute freedom from physical limits.
And then there's this one, which just perfectly illustrates the scale we're talking about. The wish to literally touch and stroke with my hand the sun and the moon. I mean, wow. We are talking about cosmic-level power here.
And then there's a classic one, something that taps right into a common fantasy, reading minds. To be able to know with your own mind what's in someone else's, to know if they have greed or hate, or if their mind is clear and free. So, for these absolutely astonishing, supernatural abilities, what on earth could the path possibly be?
It's the same path. That's it. This is the stunning, mind-blowing climax of the whole thing. Whether you want to be liked by your friends, conquer your own fear, walk through a mountain, read minds, touch the actual moon, or become fully enlightened, the instruction never changes. The whole point is that the path to the most incredible heights you can imagine is built on the very same foundation as the path to a simple, good, decent life.
So this deliberate, almost relentless repetition, it's not just a stylistic choice. It is the teaching. It's the whole point. And it's a pretty radical statement about where real power and real fulfillment actually come from.
And at the very end of the text, the Buddha just drives it home with these words. It's like this final, powerful stamp of authority on the whole lesson. He's basically saying, that's what I said, and this is why I said it. In other words, yeah, I repeated myself over and over. That was the entire point. Whatever you do, don't miss it.
So what's the big takeaway for us right now? Well, I think it's that we so often look for complicated answers to our problems. We think there must be one secret trick for success, a different one for happiness, and some other hidden key for wisdom. But this text just argues the complete opposite. It's saying that real, true mastery in any area of life comes from a relentless, unwavering focus on the fundamentals, on our ethics, our inner calm, our concentration, and our wisdom. So I'll just leave you with this to think about. What are your own wishes? The small ones, the big ones, maybe even the really out there, fantastical ones. What's the greatest wish on your list? And what if the path to getting it doesn't start with some secret, complex technique, but just by getting really, really good at the basics? Thanks for joining me on This Explainer.